More than 450 Ukrainian troops completed training on new weapons in Britain this week, including multiple launch rocket systems, or MLRS. They are seen as crucial in countering Russian artillery.
Because it's a tracked vehicle, their rocket systems are wheeled. It's going to give them more mobility, which is going to aid in their survivability.
Britain and the United States have supplied several MLRS to Ukraine, alongside other heavy weapons, howitzers, armoured vehicles, drones, air defence and missile systems. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky told NATO leaders he urgently needs more advanced weapons.
By providing them to us, you can completely break Russia's tactics to destroy cities and terrorize Ukrainian civilians.
NATO itself is not supplying heavy weapons to Ukraine.
That's not NATO itself as an institution providing things. It doesn't have them, but its allies do. And so NATO has been very supportive of allies providing that assistance if they can. There's an absorption rate and a training rate that has to be met as well in terms of timing. And that's what we're seeing play out.
Despite those constraints, several NATO members have made new pledges at the Madrid summit. US President Joe Biden said an additional $800 million of military support was on its way to Ukraine, with over $7 billion pledged so far by the administration.
Including new advanced Western air defense systems for Ukraine, more artillery and ammunition, counter battery radars, additional ammunition for the HIMARS multiple launch rocket systems we've already given Ukraine, and more HIMARS coming from other countries as well.
Britain Thursday pledged an extra $1.3 billion in military aid, taking its total contribution to $2.8 billion. France said it plans to send 6 additional self-propelled Caesar long-range artillery systems, taking the total to 18. Ukraine is reported to have deployed these on the Black Sea coast, close to Snake Island, which Russian forces abandoned Thursday. Germany has pledged to deliver 15 anti-aircraft tanks in July, while Spain is considering sending around 40 German-made Leopard tanks, though Berlin would have the final say. But as the war enters its 5th month, the West still has not supplied heavy weapons in the numbers that Ukraine says it needs.
There is a political calculation that we should give a bit more, but not so much that somehow we can feed and trigger an escalation that gets out of control. And in a way, I understand the logic, but I think it's profoundly wrong, because fundamentally that means we are asking Zelensky to fight with one hand in the back.
Ukraine says it needs a 10-fold increase in the supply of weapons to counter Russia's arsenal of artillery. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News at the NATO summit in Madrid.